Hey, Kelly, that's my sister. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of HR 101. I am your host, Ada Brooks with Ada Brooks Consulting. Hey, Miss Jeanette Wallace, how are you? Thank you for joining me on tonight. I'm trying to turn my music down. I don't want it to be overpowering me. There we go. All right. I am happy that you all have joined me on tonight. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and get started. We got a few things to talk about, and I have some thank yous to give out on tonight. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone that helped me wish my middle granddaughter, Miss Kaylee McPhee, a happy 12th birthday on yesterday. She is still celebrating. She is having a great time turning 12. I am not ready. Oh, pray for me here. But she is having a great time. She was taking a picture with her dad on last night, and she had her brace off, which she should have had on. But we was gonna let yesterday slide. But happy birthday, Kaylee. I know that you had a great time on yesterday. Nana, love you, and we will see you soon. All right. Also, I want to say a big thank you to Miss Miracle Prophet herself. We had a great time on this past weekend, this past Saturday. Uh, it rained just a little bit, and she did an Easter pop-up shop, and Color Street was in the building. And I met some wonderful ladies. Again, I want to say thank you to Miss Miracle Prophet. We had a great time on Sunday. If you stop by the Color Street booth, if you purchased nail sets, thank you all so very much. But some of the ladies entered their name into the drawing for an opportunity to win a free set of Color Street. I'm not exactly sure if you all can hear me. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, please, so I can see. I want to make sure you can hear me because I'm not exactly sure if you can. Great. Okay, look like you can. So I want to announce who the winner was. And the winner is Miss Genesis Allen, who I met also on Saturday. So if any of you know Miss Genesis Allen, please let her know that she has won a free set of nails from Color Street. And I will give her a call and let her know. So, with that being said, we got all of the preliminaries out of the way. Today, we are talking to you about how you need to show up for the May 14th, 2022 Spring Job Fair. And you say, there's a way that I should show up? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I want you to get your pens and your paper, and I want you to write it down, take a mental note, write, comment, tag, and share. Give me a call, 501-291-1650. Or if you want to send me an email, and I'll make sure you get this information, you can send an email to abc@abchr101.com. So, how I want you to show up for this job fair, because I want you to make sure you're prepared and ready. It's so much more than just showing up. I need you to show up with good vibes, a good attitude, friendly. Yes, there's an etiquette to showing up for a job fair. Because guess what? You're on display. The employers are on display, but you're on display as well. And you want to say, hey, I'm right here. You want to walk in the door ready, head up, shoulders back. You walk in, somebody told me I walk into the room like I already own it. Well, maybe I do, just a little bit. But you want to walk in the room like you already know the job is yours. So I want you to make sure that you're friendly, you're positive, you're upbeat, all of this. Then I want you to create, because by the time they get ready, I want you to make sure you go to the website, and I'm going to give you that. But I want you to make a list of the employers that you want to go and visit their booth when you get to the job fair. So you're just not rambling, you're going in intentional, knowing where you want to go. And guess what? You're going to do your research on that company so you'll know if they're sustainable. You want to know what their benefits is already like. You want to know where they're located. All of you want to make sure you've done your homework. You're going to look professional. You're going to ask questions too, because guess what? They're not expecting this. So I'm giving you a head start. You're going to ask questions. You're going to ask the recruiter, what type of employees are they looking for? You're going to ask that person, how long have you been with the company? And then you're going to ask them, what can they expect from the company? So those are three questions I want you to make sure you ask. In addition to, make sure you have your pen and paper or your portfolio ready to carry your resume in. Because I don't want you to just go in there with just paper in hand. If you have to put it in a two-pocket folder, then guess what? You put it in a two-pocket folder if you don't have a portfolio. But I want you to be prepared and ready because you got to sell yourself. And I want you to have a blue folder, not a yellow folder, a blue folder, not a green folder, a blue folder, not a yellow folder, a blue folder. Okay? And then I want you to make sure you have extra copies of your resume in that folder, because if you get a two-pocket folder, on the left-hand side, you're going to have your extra copies of your resume. On your right-hand side, you're going to take all of their information and put in that folder. So you're going to have, you want to get their business cards, because when you finish and you get back home, the business cards is going to have their information on it with the person that you spoke with. And you're going to send them an email just stating that it was very nice to meet you on today, and just kind of refresh them on who you are and what you guys talked about. That way it's going to show that you were attentive, that you were being attentive while that person was speaking to you. Good evening, Miss Natural Natasha. How are you, ma'am? Thank you for joining me on tonight. So, also, you want to make sure you do a follow up with the recruiters. Okay. So, I have given you some extra tips, some extra homework to do before the May 14th, 2022 job fair. This is the spring job fair. You know, they have one every year that's put on by the Arkansas Online. I'm sorry. This is put on, normally it's put on by the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. I'm not sure if the Gazette is still around, but just in case it is, this is put on through the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. It's May the 14th, 2022, 10 o'clock a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m., and that is for the job fair, and it's located down at the State House Convention Center. You can park at 2nd and Main in the parking deck. It's probably only going to be about $5 if you park in the parking deck. But make sure, if you wear any heels, that they're comfortable pair of heels and you can actually walk in them. Because if you park in the parking deck in the State House Convention Center, I can already tell you that's 2 blocks to walk. That's a short block, 2 short blocks, but make sure you can walk comfortably in your heels. Okay. So how are you going to show up? With a good, upbeat, positive attitude. Good evening, Miss Kim Turner. How are you, girl? Good to see you. So you're going to show up with a positive, upbeat attitude. Remember, you're going to walk in with your head up and your shoulders back like you already got the job. Okay? That's how you're going to walk in. You're going to create a list of the employers of the booth that you want to go and see. So that way you're just not walking around all over everywhere. If you say, hey, I know these three companies are going to be here, those are the three that I want to go see. You're going to make your list out. You're going to be intentional about who you want to see. You're going to research that employer because you want to know what the culture is like. You want to know what the growth period is like. Is the company still growing? Have they hit a peak? Have they stopped growing? You also want to make sure you look professional. You have three questions that you're going to ask. What type of employees are you looking for? How long have you been with the company? What can an employee expect from the company? You also want to check while you're doing your research on that company what their benefits are like. You want to see how long they've been in business. This is just conversational piece that you'll be able to have with the recruiter because guess what? That's going to make them think, okay, this person have done some homework on us. That's going to make you rise above everybody else because they're not expecting that. Also, you want to make sure you have a pen, paper, notebook, portfolio, or a two-pocket folder. And why you may ask a two-pocket folder and you want the folder to be blue. On the left-hand side is going to be your extra copies of your resume. On the right-hand side, you're going to take their information, business cards. So when you finish, you're going to go home and quickly do a thank you email. And you're going to recap what you all have talked about. You're going to make yourself stand out. So to make them feel as if this person was really paying attention to me because you ask questions. 9 times out of 10, when people go to a job fair, they don't really ask questions. They just take on intake all of the information from the recruiter, but never reciprocate. So you want to make sure that you ask questions as well. Okay. Good evening, Miss Elegant Photography. How are you, ma'am? Thank you for joining me on tonight. So I hope I've been able to give you guys some tips. Now I need somebody to put in the comment ABC. You can give us a call at 501-291-1650. We will be more than happy to help make sure you're prepared and ready for this spring job fair, May the 14th. 2022 from 10 o'clock a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. because I do not want you to go in and say, oh my God, I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared. No, ma'am. No, sir. Like, comment, tag, and share. Put your email in the chat and we will email you out this information. Because in this time, in this season, this year, we're taking away all your excuses. We're going to be intentional about every move that we make so we can make sure that we reinvest back into ourselves so we can have the job that we want to have. It shouldn't be other people just having it too. If you know that you've worked hard and you qualify, or maybe you don't even qualify, but guess what? You know how to sell yourself. Then you have an opportunity to have that job just as well as the next person. But if you do not take the opportunity to reinvest back into yourself, to believe in yourself, to take accountability for yourself, then guess what? Then that's nobody's fault but your own. Because ABC is here to help assist you in any way that we possibly can. So I want you to give us a call at 501-291-1650, or you can send us an email to abc@abc-hr101.com, and we will be more than happy to assist you in any way possible. I want to thank everybody who joined me on tonight. Again, thank you to Miss Miracle Prophet for this past weekend, Easter weekend, for having us and hosting a great pop-up shop. The winner of the Color Street nail set was Miss Genesis Allen. So if you guys know her, put that in the chat. Congratulations. Also, um, a big, big thank you again for everyone who helped wish my granddaughter, Miss Kaylin McPhee, a happy 12th birthday on yesterday. She is having a great time. So, on tonight, I hope I've been able to share some great news with you all. Join me on next week. We're going to have some more tips when it comes to the job fair. Yes, we're going to do it all the way up until May 14th because I want to make sure you are ready. So thank you for watching on the replay. Again, I am Ada Brooks with Ada Brooks Consultant. I am here weekly every Thursday from 6 o'clock to 6:15 with your weekly HR 101 tip. Until next week, I will see you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks and bye-bye. Let's go out on a little bit of music. Why don't we? Thank you, Miss Jeanette. Hey, Jesse, how are you? Thank you for joining me on tonight. I think I'm starting to get a little hang of this little thing here. We get there, y'all. We're not perfect. It's just technology. We just have to know how to work it all. But I appreciate everybody coming on and giving HR 101, Edwards Consulting, your support. So if you know anybody that needs this information, please make sure you like, comment, tag, and share. Watch on the replay and share this information with us. Until next week.